Nigeria's quest to become a global powerhouse in fertilizer production received a significant boost with the official commissioning of the 3 million metric tons per annum Dangote Urea fertilizer plant in Ibejuleki, Lagos. It was performed by no other person but the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, at an event which brought together top dignitaries from royal fathers, politicians to business leaders. At the commissioning ceremony, the chairman and CEO Dangote Industries, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, GCON, shared the vision and strategy of the group that led to the development of the largest fertilizer plant in the Sub-Saharan Africa.
It is my honor and pleasure to welcome you all to the commissioning of our 3 million tons of urea per annum Dangote Fertiliser plant, sited at Dangote Industries Free Zone, Ibejuleki. The fertilizer complex, which occupies 500 hectares, is built at the cost of $2.5 billion. The commissioning of this fertilizer plant is very historic. It marks the official opening of the largest granulated urea plant in Africa and also second largest in the world. The new plant will make Nigeria self-sufficient in fertilizer production with excess capacity to export to other African markets and the rest of the world. Our products have already reached African markets and some to the United States, Brazil, India, and Mexico. It is an ambitious developmental project which will drastically reduce the level of unemployment and youth restiveness in this country through generation of direct and indirect employment. Our goal is to make fertilizer available in sufficient quantities and quality for our teeming farmers, assuring greater agricultural output. To help realize this potential, we are rolling out initiatives that will transform the agricultural sector, including extension services for all small and medium-scale farmers. This will boost productivity. It will enhance output across the nation. Dangote Fertiliser will partner with the key stakeholders in the industry, including Farmers Association, NPK blenders, NGO development partners, and state governments across Nigeria who are committed to a sustainable approach to improving soil quality and farm yields. Our continuous efforts to innovate, create value, and invest in Nigeria are born out of our firm belief in the vast economic potentials of our dear nation.
The Minister of Agriculture, Minister of Industries, Trade and Investment, Governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, and the Lagos State Governor, in their goodwill messages, lauded the role of Dangote Industries in supporting the nation's economic diversification agenda through agriculture.
The plant, which was built for $2.5 billion, is a major milestone in the agricultural policy reforms of the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. For Nigeria, the agricultural sector is one of the key drivers of the economy, and a strong and vibrant agricultural sector is needed to ensure job creation, wealth augmentation, and the production of adequate food for the teeming population of 200 million Nigerians. With this plan, I believe this will be a game changer for this problem of fertilizer not being sufficient. I therefore congratulate Alhaji Aliko Dangote and the entire Dangote group for what they have done to this country and beyond.
This Dangote fertilizer plant, with an installed capacity of over 3 million tons per annum, is a very significant feat in the diversification agenda of this administration. This is because it will help to increase the value chain in the petrochemical and allied sector, create jobs for our youth, and boost agricultural productivity. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank Alhaji Aliko Dangote, as well as the board and management of the Dangote Group, for this gigantic project meant to save Nigeria from the stress of importing foreign exchange for fertilizer.
This project is one that has been years in the making. The creation of Africa's largest granulated urea fertilizer complex. This is a great achievement, not just for the Dangote Group, but for Nigeria as a country. Alhaji Aliko Dangote is a man that has been commended for so much, both in Africa and globally. The thing that I admire most about him is his ability to dream big and make those dreams come to fruition. This fertilizer complex is just one part of the Dangote refinery project, but this part alone offers unquantifiable value to Nigeria's economy. He is an industrial visionary, and I applaud him for the impact that he has made in our country.
So on behalf of the community, the very, very large community of Ibejuleki, the millions of direct and indirect jobs that this complex will be providing, I want to thank Alhaji Aliko Dangote. He could have made a different choice about his wealth. He could have made a different decision about what God has given to him. But he took the audacity and said that this is what I want to be remembered for. For me, it's how do we replicate several Aliko Dangote in our midst? How do we ensure that indeed we can put other Aliko Dangotes in other parts of this country and they can indeed domesticate all of these great initiatives to you? Alhaji Aliko, you do not need any further introduction. You are a son of the soil. You are an indigenous of Ibejuleki, and there's nothing, because Mr. President told me and I should hold you. I said you ain't going anywhere. You are here with us, and the community is happy to have you.
The president gave his remarks and commissioned the fertilizer plant.
I commend the chairman, board, and management of Dangote Industries Limited for their business initiative in capitalizing and building this plant to reduce our dependence on importation of fertilizer, create jobs on a massive scale, increase the inflow of foreign exchange, and accelerate economic growth. This new plant is a renewed testament to the widely acknowledged patriotism of Aliko Dangote and the leadership of Dangote Industries Limited. It also demonstrates their commitment to the socio-economic development of our country and the well-being of our people. The coming upstream of the plant is creating huge opportunities in the areas of job creation, trade, warehousing, transport, and logistics. This will create significant wealth, reduce poverty, and help in securing the future of our nation.
President Buhari also proceeded to tour the fertilizer plant and the 650,000 barrels per day petroleum refinery, which spans a vast land that is 7 times in size of the Victoria Island, Lagos. CEOs and financial markets leaders shared why the Dangote Fertilizer plant is a game changer and their expectations that it will in the future consider listing on the Nigerian capital market.
The first time I came here, this place was virgin land. They had just filled the place. And I looked at it, and I just could not see what he saw. But coming here today and see what I have seen just goes to show that the man has vision.
This is something that is very exciting. The country is going to improve our food production. And we are proud of Alhaji Dangote. Alhaji Aliko has done a lot for us. He's a man of foresight, and I will appeal to him to quickly list the fertilizer company on the Nigerian exchange.
This is a huge one, and it cuts across quite a lot of sectors. But when you talk about food, manufacturing urea, this 3 million metric ton urea plant that Dangote has built here, which the president has just commissioned, becomes a transformational impact on our agricultural sector. Because, without fertilizer, we are not actually maximizing the efficiency of the land And statistics will say that the average Nigerian farmer, if you take any of our products, could multiply the quantum of their harvest by 3 to 4 times. So using the right quantity of fertilizer at the right time. So this is great for Nigeria. But in addition, because this is located in a free trade zone adjacent to the Dangote refinery complex, it benefits from a key ingredient coming out of the refinery, which is also the gas that helps to, it goes into as one of the input factors in the fertilizer production. So there's a lot of synergies across the entire value chain. This is my first time in this part of Lagos, Ibeju-Lekki, and I must say I'm astounded at the size and scale of the investment that's gone down here. Just this plant alone is $2.5 billion. And this is the beginning. So you can expect that in the years to come, this company would probably be another vehicle listed on the stock exchange, which will be a platform for members of the Association of Issuing Houses, to sort of support and help raise more capital for further development of Nigeria and beyond.
I think this noble initiative creates significant value for our country. As we know, agric is the biggest sector, and by adding to local content in the value chain, which is the fertilizers, to improve agric production, we see multiplier effects coming into not just the farmers, those who sell the goods on the one hand, so creating work for youths and creating work for within the farming trading segment. And then if you also had the fact that we save on importation, that also helps to strengthen the country's currency. So overall, while this may be a simple initiative in quote, its effect both on the FX monetary side and the agricultural trading side, I think creates a lot of value for the country.
As Mr. President said, Dangote and the group of companies is the second largest employer of labor after the federal government. So naturally, projects like this would deepen some of these narratives up with unemployment, obvious benefits on exports, that it would help the country deepen the economy. But in our view, away from that is really just the signaling effects of something like this. Very often, when we talk to foreign investors to invest in Nigeria, one big question they ask is, why are the locals not investing in the economy? So there's a very strong signaling effect that something like this could bring to the economy, and we're hoping that we can leverage on this, of course, to find out ways that the capital markets can help to expand and broaden projects like this.
It is a vision that, I had. And then we've been able to now fulfill this vision. But now we have what it takes, and it's coming really at the right time. It's coming at the right time in the sense that today with the Ukraine and Russian, conflict, both Ukraine and Russia, they control substantial part of, agricultural inputs. Mainly urea, potash, and phosphate. So with that, I think this can help a lot of African countries where we export, and they'll be able to access it at a much, much better price.
Can you tell us a little bit about what that export market looks like right now?
The export market is very, 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 it is a seller's market, let me put it that way. So people really are begging us today to sell. And we're very choosy as to who we sell this product to. So, you can see we're selling to, now we're loading a ship going to the US. So we're selling to US, Mexico, Brazil, mainly India, and, any other related, countries. Even European Union, they are trying to buy from us, even though we have a tax compared to the North African markets, but we're applying to make sure that they remove the tax from Nigeria. The quality that we have, it has already been confirmed. Yeah. Our quality is one of the best, not in Africa, in the world.
The commissioning of the Dangote Urea 3 million metric tons plant is a welcome development to Nigeria's drive for industrialization. With the investment of $2.5 billion, it is expected that it will catalyze social-economic activities in Nigeria, keying into the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, creating more jobs, support Nigeria's food security agenda, improve inflow of foreign exchange, and reduce poverty.